Hi everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a beautiful short story from Ramacharitamanasa. Well, after a long gap, I thought that today is Saturday, so let me tell you something about Lord Hanuman. Well, you know, you already aware of the battle that there was a battle between Lord Ramachandra and Ravana. When the battle started, when the battle began, that time Meghanada, the son of Ravana, he came to help his father. Meghanada was a very powerful demon. He was very strong and a great warrior. He was also master of illusory power. Now, when he started his battle, he also created havoc among the army of Lord Ramachandra. At that time, Lakshman ji, with the permission his elder brother Lord Ramachandra, he went to face Meghanada. And yes, with him Angada and Hanuman, all of them were with Lakshman ji only. And Lakshman ji came to the battlefield, and there was a fierce battle between Lakshman ji and Meghanada. Meghanada was also known as Indrajit because he defeated Lord Indra, the Lord of gods. Well, the battle was going on. At one point, they both discharged their divine weapon. They both injured to each other. Now, at one point, Meghanada felt that as if Lakshman is going to take his life away from him. So, what he thought that by hook or by crook means applying the magic, he would win over Lakshman. Thus, ultimately, he discharged his divine weapon, that is spear, Shakti. And that Shakti, without any delay, hit the heart of Lord Lakshman, and Lakshman fell on the ground unconscious. Here Lord Ramachandra was asking about Lakshman, how he was doing on the battlefield. That time, when he became unconscious, Hanumanji brought him and put him before Ramachandraji. Looking at his condition, because that time he was unconscious, Lord Ramachandra began to weep like normal human. He started crying and cursing himself that he was responsible for this condition of Lakshman. And even he blamed himself why he obeyed his father's order, because of which he was going to miss his brother. He was going to be deprived of his brother. Thus he went on crying. And at that time, Jambavat, he requested Lord Ramachandra, oh Lord, what for you are weeping? You just ask someone to bring Susena from Lanka. He was a great Vaidya. He can cure Lakshmanji. When Lord Ramachandra heard this, he asked Hanuman to go and bring Susena. Immediately, Hanuman flew to Lanka and he brought Susena Vaidya to Ramachandra. And yes, not only Susena, he brought his whole total house to Lord Ramachandra. Susena was a great Vaidya. He bowed down his head on feet of Lord Ramachandra, and he knew who Rama was. So he paid his respect. Then after looking at Lakshman, he said that, oh Hanuman, you should bring, and someone should bring Visalyakarani from Himalaya, then only he would be cured. Lakshmanji would be cured. Lord Ramachandra, with the permission of Lord Ramachandra, Hanuman went to Himalaya. He began his journey. But one spy was there who went to Ravana and informed him about this. Ravana was furious. He thought that let Hanuman be stopped on the way so that he couldn't bring that, he couldn't be successful bringing that Visalyakarani. And here Lakshmana was about to die before sunrise if any medicine would not be given to him. So that is why Hanuman was in a hurry. While he was going and Ravana heard this, he immediately went to his one of his warriors, that is Kalanemi, and he said that, Ki, oh Kalanemi, come and help me. Kalanemi, and he described everything. Now Kalanemi thought that, Kalanemi told him first, Ki, oh Ravana, why you are going to fight with Lord Ramachandra, the Lord of this universe? And you should remember that the monkey who burnt your whole total Lanka, do you think that you can stop him? You cannot do anything. Better you should return back to Sita, to Lord Ramachandra. As he went on giving advice to Ravana, he got furious. Immediately, looking at his face, Kalanemi thought that, what should I do? If I will disobey him, I will die in his hand. It is better to die in the hand of the messenger of the Lord of this universe, Lord Ramachandra, rather than dying in the hand of this wretched Ravana. So he ultimately agreed and came to stop Hanuman. He made a plan. He disguised himself to a hermit, and then he created a beautiful garden and a lake on the way where Hanuman was flying. After flying a long distance, Hanuman felt thirsty. Looking at this beautiful lake, he thought that I should take a rest. I should drink some water. So he came to Kalanemi, who was in disguise, and he asked for some water to this hermit. Now Kalanemi immediately gave him his kamandalu, but Hanuman said, this much of water will not quench my thirst. So Kalanemi said, Ki, oh son, I know, with my power, I know that there is a battle between Ravana and Lord Ramachandra, and Lord Rama is going to win over Ravana. There is no doubt. I can see all these things in advance. And you go to this lake and take a dip on it. Then come back, I'll give you some spiritual knowledge. Now Hanuman thought that it is true. So he went to the lake and took a dip. At that time, he was caught by a crocodile. He just killed that crocodile, and that time a beautiful Apsara came out from that dead crocodile. And that Apsara joined her hands and said, Ki, oh Lord, oh Hanuman, I was cursed, and it was also said that I would get rid of I would be free from my curse by the messenger of Lord Ramachandra. Now I am free from my curse, and oh Lord, I am going to heaven. But just remember, the hermit you have seen in that ashram, that was not the real hermit, that was a demon. And she went away. Now Lord Hanuman came to know who he was, who that hermit was. So he came and he said, Ki, oh Rishi, just look, before taking any gift from you, let me give you some gift to my preceptor. Thus, before taking some spiritual knowledge from you, let me give you some gift, as you are my preceptor. Thus he wrapped his tail and smashed him on the ground. Kalanemi was killed, but before his death, he just took the name of Rama. Hearing his Rama, Hanuman became very happy, and hurriedly he went to Himalaya, because he was asked to bring that Visalyakarani as quickly as possible. So He went to Himalaya, and there he was confused. He couldn't find which one is. He saw the herbs, so many plants. He couldn't identify. Ultimately, he brought the whole total Dronaparva to Susena, and Susena cured Lakshmanji. And Lakshmanji got up from his unconsciousness as if he was sleeping, and Rama became extremely happy. But the story I told you, this much is the story how Hanuman brought the Vishalyakarani. Well, this much is the story. But why I said this, that Kalanemi was a demon from Ravana's side, but he also a devotee of Lord Ramachandra. He praised Ramachandra like anything else, but Ravana was Ravana. He couldn't accept his praising about his enemy. So he couldn't accept it, and ultimately Kalanemi agreed whatever Ravana told him. Well, once again I will meet you with some other story. For today, this much. Thank you so much.